What is going on, family? What is going on, man? Y'all see what's going on, man? We are here. It is game week versus UCLA. You got Rob the Man Media with Raw Hot in the building. Oh boy,
What's happening?
man,
What's happening?
salute, man. How's it been, Raw Hot? I know it's been a couple days, man. Pardon me, man. I didn't see you the link, man. That's my bad, man. I just been grinding, man. Busy schedule. So what's going on, man? Rob, can you hear it? If you speaking, you on mute.
Oh my God, my bad. Oh yeah, man. Man, I ain't been doing that, man. I just been doing life. I tell people all the time, bro. It just you always doing something. Hey, if it's just minimum doing life. You feel me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. So, before we start everything off talking to UCLA, I'm about to play Coach Prime weekly press conference right now. So if you guys missed it, you guys just tuning in. I'm about to play it just for you guys. So, hey, just be patient because what you're about to hear is just Coach Prime talking to the press just right now before we get into the show.
Bye week, you said, no, it's not. But now that you guys have had it, how much do you think this team needed that rest and to get away and to
I don't think we needed to get away and we needed rest. We needed to maintain and keep on going. Yeah, that's just like you break up with a relationship. You bye week and you want to keep on going. I want to keep on going. I want to keep on moving. I want to keep on progressing. I want to keep on going forward. That's how I'm built to go forward. That's how man and woman is built to go forward. And we're thankful. We're appreciative. We didn't have many injuries. I think we're going to get maybe a couple players back due to injuries, but overall, I think we've been pretty good injury-wise.
Coach Monica
How you doing, Monica?
Associated Press. I want to ask you, as a longtime baseball player, where sign stealing is considered an art, now as a football coach, where do you see, and then you see where Michigan is?
I don't know how accurate that stuff is.
Right,
And,
but what are your thoughts?
I mean, everyone's trying to get an edge. I mean, everyone's trying to get whatever edge they can. You could have someone's whole game plan. They could mail it to you. You still got to stop it. So in football, it's not as pronounced as baseball. If I know a curveball is coming, I got you. You know, with football, I don't give a darn if you know a sweep is coming. You still got to stop it. Physically, it's a physical game. You got to stop it. So that's a little tough. I don't buy into a lot of this stuff that someone's stealing this, stealing that. I don't buy into a lot of that stuff. You still got to play the game. Back in our glory days with San Francisco as well as the Cowboys, you know darn well Emmitt Smith is getting the ball. You know darn well Mike Irvin is running the comeback. You know darn well Jay Novacek is going to do what he's going to do, and you couldn't stop it. It is what it is. Stop it.
Hey, Coach Nick Miller, Fox 31.
What's going on, boss?
How you doing?
Two shoes. I see you.
I'm back a little bit.
You back?
How do you evaluate whether players love the game or like the game? And can you motivate the players to love it if they only like it? Or is that the standard that you set and you're just going to stick with what you want?
Actions speak louder than words. You can say what you love, but if your actions don't line up with that love and that display of love, that's a problem. You can't measure the heart in football or in physical sports. So that's the thing that's missing, the heart of it. So when you're talking about love, you're talking about accompanying that with your heart, playing with your heart. And you can tell by the locker room how some guys practice them, how some guys feel the pain of it if we don't win, how their heart is in it. And that predicates love to me. But it's tough to detect that. I wish we could detect the heart. We'll put every recruit that we have on a heart monitor and see where they are. It would help us tremendously in recruiting the heart. That's tough, though.
Hey, Coach. Troy Finnegan, CU Sports Report. Turning to this week for just a moment. You prepared for two quarterbacks against Stanford, but this week you don't really know who the starter is going to be. Mm-hmm. Chip Kelly said Dante Moore's banged up. He didn't play last week. What does the preparation look like when you really don't know? You're kind of in the dark on that.
Well, you prepare for the team. You're not preparing for an individual. For us, it's daunting because you would prepare for someone like Shador and the plethora of receivers that we have. With them, you prepare more for their coach. Their coach is phenomenal. I'm a Chip Kelly fan. I really am. I love what he's brought to college football. I love what he's brought to football, period. I met him. I took Shador on a visit there, a camp. I think I took Shador to a camp there, and I remember, having dialogue with Coach Kelly and just what he brought to the table. So I respect the heck out of him, and I really admire his accomplishments thus far in the game of football, not just college, but pros as well.
Hi, Coach Adam, Mr. Tiger, 24/7 Sports. You mentioned the possibility to get some guys back from injury. Is Savion Washington one of those? How does he look moving around?
He looks good. He practiced yesterday. He looked good. I don't know if he made it through the whole practice, but he did what he set out to do. So he accomplished his goal. But that kid is tough mentally, physically. He's a dog. He's a future pro. He's one of the kids. I love all of them, but he's one of the kids I'm very fond of, and I love his story, and I just love what he represents for us. He wants to play. The time that he was injured and he had to leave the game, I mean, he was sobbing because he wanted it that bad. That I detected love in his heart and his mind and his spirit that particular game that he couldn't go any farther. But he's a dog, man. I can't wait to see him back. Helps us tremendously on the line.
Ariel Arstudo, 9 News. After the first game, I should say, Shador said that they had too much time basically to prepare in the offseason, and that's why the offense came out so fast and put up so many points. Does this bye week kind of represent a little bit of that sample to kind of give the offense just a lot of time to prepare for this next game?
Yeah, well, you had a couple of weeks, but you got to understand they had a break as well, so they didn't have 2 straight entire weeks. They had a 4-day. They had 4 days off before we came back and worked on Sunday. Then we worked on Monday. We're off today. But no matter how much you prepare, you got to execute. You got to execute what you set out to do. We got to be. Thank you, Lord. we got to do better. We got to do better, and I'm pretty sure we will.
Hi, Coach. I'm just curious what Shiloh and Shador's bye weeks looked like. Did you guys hang out together? What did you guys do?
Yeah, we always hang out, but then they separate like they did out of the womb. They're 2 different kids, man. They grew up in the same home, but they're 2 different kids, as well as Junior. Now, all of them are different. I think they spent some time together, then they went to their own different destinations. But they kept football at heart and in mind, and that's something I'm proud of that they all do. And we did a pretty good job of getting everybody back on time and get everybody back on the field with the right work ethic. I'm proud of the young men, most of them.
Hey, Coach, how are you?
How you doing?
I'm doing good. I like the beard.
Thank you.
I'm curious what you spent the bye week thinking about. What was
Everything.
on your mind?
I don't stop thinking. That's my damn problem. That's why we can't rest as humans sometimes. We got to learn how to turn our mind off. And it's hard for me to shut this off because I enjoy it so much and I want to dominate it. So I'm pretty sure we reached out to parents, recruits, as well as a little bit of everything, man. I mean, talk to some players as well and talk to some coaches as well as what we're going to do when we get back and as well. But when I have time off, I compile a list that's crazy. I mean, it may be a 50-point list of things that we got to incorporate, things that we got to do. So I never stop, which is unfortunate for me, but I got to mix in some rest with that as well.
Hey, Coach, Tyler King with the Denver Gazette. A lot of teams around the country use the bye week to kind of do a self-scout of their own team. I'm curious if you guys did that and what you might have learned about your team throughout the bye week.
Well, the coaches had a task to pretty much give me a self-analyzation of each player. So I got to report on each player and how they felt about each player, how they're helping us, can they help us in the future, and so forth. So that was tremendous. That was tremendous, the assessment of each player and where we are right now. Tremendous.
Hey, Coach, Jake Schwann with DMVR. Against Stanford, we saw Trevor Woods playing linebacker. I'm just curious what his role is moving forward.
Trevor is the player, man. You got to find a way to utilize him the best of his ability, his strengths, and keep him at the place where he could be a force. He's smart. He's tough. He's physical. He's an asset. So we got to find a way to keep him on the field. And that was one of the ways we found to keep him on the field. and he's smart as I don't know what. So he's not only doing his job, he's helping other guys do theirs by keeping them straight, making sure they know what they're doing.
All right, y'all. So I'm gonna stop it right there, man. If y'all want to go watch the rest, y'all can. But I just want to give y'all a little snippet of Coach Prime interview today, his press conference today, what he thought about UCLA. And hey, if you're a UCLA fan, just pull up, man. You ain't gotta hide in the comments and do all that, man. Pull up, man. And I just want to hear what you got to say, because we all know the truth, man. Y'all don't even know who's gonna be starting at y'all quarterback. So why you running your mouth? You better make sure your quarterback right, man, because y'all are a little suspect on that offensive line. But hey, we are here, man. We got Raha in here. We got Studio One in the building. We got Antonio in the building. We got RJ up here. We're about to have a good show today. Get this thing rocking. This show's only gonna be an hour long, so I'm definitely gonna let people get their points off and move on, because I got another show. David Talk Bus, but we will be live tonight, so don't want to miss. But I will tell you this: after David Talk Buffs, we will be live in the Discord. So if you're not a member of the Discord, I highly suggest you become a member of the Discord, because we will be having talk about UCLA and things like that, and the show gonna be rocking in the Discord. So if you're not a member of the Discord, please, 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 man, you want to sign up right now, because I'm gonna be limiting a lot of these shows this week to about an hour long, and then moving it over to the Discord. So hey, become a member of the Discord so you can know everything that you need to know when it comes to CU Buffs, when it comes to this game, and moving forward. So hey, pull up on us. But Raha, man, talk to us, man. How you feeling about the UCLA game?
Man, I feel good about it. I think these guys gonna be rested up. I think the coaching staff. Well, I hope the coaching staff have made some adjustments. I think that negative loss against Stanford. I think that sunk in, and I think these guys gonna come out there hot with their head on fire like they did against TCU. So I'm looking for something similar, very similar to the TCU game, and ain't no need to prolong it. I can let you know right now. I got CU winning this game, and not by heart, but by mind. I think that offense is gonna put some pressure on UCLA to score. That's gonna pressure their quarterback, and I think they're gonna get some turnovers, because they hadn't been getting very many turnovers at Stanford. They didn't even get one in Stanford. So yeah, I'm looking.
Bro.
You said they've been dry the last two games.
The last two games we ain't got one.
Exactly. So what I'm saying, that their defense has to be opportunistic, because we know where they stand. So I think that the defense that Colorado has is kind of it's not the best. It's going to allow UCLA to score some points, but I just don't think they can keep up, guys. I don't see it. This is not a team talented like Oregon and USC. So I think honestly, CU can beat them by double digits. To be straight up about it, I see a double-digit victory. That's what I got.
How can you believe it's a double-digit victory? Y'all ain't won a game by double digits yet. Oh, the Nebraska game, my bad. Stop it.
All right, you heard that?
I can feel you saying we feel like you can get the win, but a double-digit victory?
I mean, hey, that's just 10 points.
I guess you're right.
But Studio One, here's the thing about it though. You don't even know who's gonna be starting quarterback for UCLA this weekend.
Hey, is Juju on the team?
I'm gonna say this. If CU pulls off the win, I would say it's gonna be within 3 points. I mean, yeah, we can say that we don't know who the starting quarterback gonna be, but we done played a lot of teams that didn't have an established starting quarterback. Because I mean, old boy from Stanford was not just they was swapping in and out. They swapped out, stayed with one dude, and he ended up killing the defense second half. Now, if the offense can come out and start strong and keep it going, then yeah, they can pull it off if they do that. But if they get down and they can't stop that UCLA pass rush, which I'm not confident that they're gonna be able to do that, nah.
All right, but listen. All right, so check this out. Have y'all checked out anybody on UCLA defense outside of they defensive line?
Yep. Their linebacking core is one of the best in the country right now.
Nah, I bet it different. I bet it different on that one, dog.
I agree with you on that.
One of the linebackers is in the top 10 in the country right now.
He talking about their edge rusher.
Yeah, he's an edge rusher. I ain't talking about their line. I'm talking about their linebackers, bro.
Yeah,
Not
we
the
talking about
linebackers.
The Mikes.
I'm saying he top 10. He top 10 in sacks though.
Yeah, he got 6.5 sacks. But
edge dudes is gonna be first round picks.
Yeah, but I'm talking about they Mike and they Sam. Have you actually paid attention to them? They ain't that good, dog.
So they just got two good pass rushers.
They got two pass rushers. They get to the quarterback to clean stuff up. But when you really break down and you really watch them on passing situations, they're not really that good. They just hope that their defensive ends get to the quarterback. Because when they defensive ends don't get to the quarterback, they give up a lot of big plays.
But that's the problem.
And they don't tackle in their secondary.
That's the problem, though. Everybody's defensive ends seem to get to the quarterback when they play CU.
I'm telling you right now, if the defensive ends don't get home, they have a problem. They struggle. They struggle in the passing game.
He's not lying. It's real.
Guys, I'm sorry, my bad. Hey, but guys, you got to think about it. Everybody's been getting to CU. See, you've been that last game, right, was because of they lost because of coaching errors. And I'm not saying that the point is that pass rush is going to make a difference. What I'm saying is, and CU is still scoring. You see what I'm saying? So I ain't worried about the pass. I ain't worried about UCLA's pass rush. Colorado has been able to adjust to everybody's pass rush and put up all the points. So
yeah, like I feel that like no defense scared me when it comes to Colorado, bro.
Yeah, I mean the defense is bad, but you know what I'm saying?
I'm talking about no opposing defense.
Yeah, I understand.
No opposing defense. I'll be like, nah, they gonna kill us. Like I don't see no opposing defense that's gonna do that on our schedule.
I agree with you, Jonas.
The hardest defense we had was Oregon.
Yep, I agree with you.
The hardest defense we don't play Washington. Oregon State defense is not as good as everybody say they is.
Right.
I mean, when we
go ahead.
I mean, bro, I don't know.
Now, what I'm saying, I don't see no defense that we can't go score for 400, 500 yards on. We've been doing it all year.
Thanks.
I mean, I see it, but at the same time, they gotta come out. They gotta come out to play, and we know how this goes. They gonna either come out to play or they not.
I feel like on this back end of the schedule, our wins and losses is gonna be solely based on the defense, bro. Like ain't too many of them teams gonna just line up and score more points than us. I mean, ain't too many of them defense gonna line up and stop us from scoring. We gotta stop them from scoring.
Yep. I mean, I agree with that. See, and that's my thing. I think it's going to be a back and forth. It's going to be kind of like a Madden game. You know what I'm saying? If you could just, you know what I'm saying, one or two stops, it may not have nothing to do with CU defense. They get a hold.
Go ahead.
Whatever the case may be. But CU been scoring on everybody.
Yeah.
I just don't believe UCLA can match their offense.
But can CU start out, get their offense going, and keep it going, and not get behind? Because then they got to rely on stopping UCLA. I mean, yeah, their offense ain't great, but every offense that's played CU that hasn't been great has played their best game of the season.
Man, UCLA got to worry about their fans gonna show up.
They got it, bro. They got it sold out for 70,000 seats right now.
That's Coach
all CU fans, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, but that don't matter. That don't matter. Every bad offense that has played CU has played their best game of the season. That's a fact.
He ain't lying.
That is a fact. So if CU can't start out strong and score on UCLA in that first half and get it going, if they get behind, they got to rely on that defense to step up. And I don't have that much faith in the defense.
But that's fine. We've been in every.
Hold on. Say that though. That
we've been in every game.
Play good against See, I don't agree with y'all when y'all say that. But Arizona State didn't have a great game. They had a good drive in the first drive and a good drive in the last drive. Everything else in between, they didn't score no points, bro. They got a field goal.
And they played the best game of the season. Even
That's
it was
not a
bad.
good game. If you have 2 touchdown drives, that's not a good game.
Bro.
They didn't play an overall good game. They just had a good moment.
They didn't. No, I'm not saying they played a good game. I'm saying, bro.
They scored in the opening drive and they scored in the last drive. Everything else between was 2 field goals. They scored 24 points, bro. 23 or something like that.
I'm gonna say this, right? UCLA, they got a good defensive line. Nobody's disputing that, right? They run like a 2-4-5, really. They always have 2 down linemen, and then the two edge rushes always change depending on where they line up on the field. But when you look at their pass defense overall, like it's really not that good. It's just they defensive line can cause havoc at times, but they're not consistently causing havoc at times. So are they gonna get sacks against Colorado? Yes, they are. Everybody gets sacks against CU, but that hasn't stopped CU from scoring over 35 points a game. It's only one game where they shut down the entire offense. That's Oregon. Do I think UCLA's defense is that good? No, it's not, because their secondary is not that good, not as good as Oregon secondary is, and that's what the difference is. So it can definitely go one or two ways in the game. But when you look at their defense, yes, they have a defensive line that can get at the quarterback. But when you overall look at their pass defense and really when you look at their losses and you look how teams beat them, they beat them in the passing game. And so yeah, they supposed to look good against Stanford, right? We checked out. We lost that game. It is what it is. It's a new week. We came off a bye, so we should be ready to go. It should be no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We should be ready to go. Offensive wise, they're gonna run a spread offense, but they're gonna look to run the ball. Majority of the time, then they pass the ball. They just use the spread offense to have less people in the box, but they're gonna look to run the ball. When they get to the red zone, we know what's gonna happen. They're gonna try to get that thing to number 33, Carson Steele, for him to go score touchdowns. And that's gonna be key to the game. Can you stop the running game, right? But you know what everybody does when they play against CU? They always do the opposite. If they're a running team, they start passing the ball. If they're a passing team, they start running the ball. So that's just how it goes. They got a good running back? Yeah. Number 33. And then they got number 25, TJ Harden.
So Field led the nation in rushing last year from Ball State. Yeah, I remember they got good backs.
Yeah, they got 2 good running backs. They only throw the ball to really 2 receivers, number 17 and number 1. Outside of that, nobody else really touched the ball at their wide receiver. So if I'm CU, you putting Travis will probably have number 1, and then Cooper will probably have number 17. And then they just match up across the board because they only throw it to 2 people if they go into wide receivers. Everybody else got less than 11 catches on the season. Huh?
I think
Kamani starting, bro.
I do want to caution y'all. The one of their wide receivers, Jermichael Sturdivant, he's a draft pick, so it's a reason they go to him. He'll be a 3rd round pick. He's a good receiver, so he's gonna be a mismatch problem if they don't get to the quarterback, which is what I think they get. I mean, they need to come blitz for real, because they can't get home with 4, they can't get home with 3, so they need to start getting creative, sitting in different blitzes. And I guess maybe they don't trust their people to get there because they ain't got the speed on defense that they want. But it's gonna be a matchup because Sturdivant, he's a good player.
That boy Cooper really in the doghouse.
So the reason why I know that, but the reason why I didn't get into it because we're gonna get into CU tomorrow. So that's the reason why I haven't said too much about CU. I'm just talking basically like UCLA and what they look like. Now UCLA is 42% on 3rd down completions, so you know what I'm saying they are up there with CU when it comes to completing on 3rd downs to get first down. So the real question for UCLA right now is who's gonna start at quarterback, because they don't have to release any information on that whatsoever. Last game, number 4 started. Game before that, the true freshman Dante Moore and I can't think of the other dude name started. Played.
He played
talking about Colin Slee.
Yeah,
That's the one. That's the one from Kent State.
Yeah, that's Sean Lewis, our
yards.
quarterback.
He had
they
1,000 yards
will rotate
last year.
quarterbacks.
He's good.
Well, hey, we hope that Dante Moore is playing. I mean,
That's the hope.
He
He
threw
hurt
7
though.
picks.
He throw interceptions like crazy.
Yep,
Yeah, he
He's a
hurt. He
7
hurt
of
right
them
now.
and 51.8%
yeah.
completion rate.
He's a
That's
freshman. You can see it in some of the mistakes he makes, but when the
Bro, you
plays
can't
that
throw
he
them
does,
young boys out there like
pop,
that, dog.
like wow, how did he make that throw? Like he's a good player. He got to get through the little freshman woes. Is what Cormani going through, but UCLA just really ain't got no choice but to throw him out there for real. They trying to get him ready.
oh yeah, you get you know what I'm saying,
I mean,
somebody like you.
but to be honest though, UCLA is turnover prone though. They are
Yeah,
turnover prone.
absolutely. Absolutely. The one thing people do is like a casual fan, what they do is they just go back and look
That
and
boy
see
Cooper
what
in
the
the
last
doghouse
game
for
looked
real.
like. Like, oh, this team played this team close, so they gonna do this to this team. Like that ain't college football, bro.
That
College
don't
football
matter.
matchups. You hear me? Like
That's
what
facts.
matchup gonna overpower this matchup? And like y'all been talking about, like UCLA defensive line is like the greatest thing that they got going for them. But I always chalk up the offensive and defensive line as losses for CU's every game. So you got to win most. You got to win more than just the upfront battle with CU for some reason. I don't know how they keep. What Shador? Shit, that's how they keep winning them games. They got two. Don't nobody else got two. So
Facts.
we'll see.
Hey RJ, this question for you because they keep asking about this.
Keontae, yes, that's one of my guys too. Right now, I think he. So what happened was I don't know if anybody. He's a 6'8" offensive lineman from the state of Kentucky. He's a 5-star. He committed to Kentucky, so he was at Kentucky for a year. Then this past offseason, he transferred to Florida. So we went out there. He was having a good, had a good offseason, and then his mom got sick, so he put in a waiver to come home. So right now he's looking at a couple of different places. So we'll see what happens, but I expect him to end up in Louisville.
Ooh, there you go. There it is.
It'd be good for CU too. Keontae's a dog. Lord, about 6'8", 6'9", and probably is like a 4'6", 4'7". He's a good lineman. He good.
What's the word out of the locker room? You talked to Vito.
Oh yeah, I talked to bro. The weekend they lost the game. You know what I'm saying? He was just telling me about how everybody was, how Prime was. He was on their tail. He said something else, but you know what I'm saying? He said practice was real. Practice been real. Practice been crazy. It been competitive. Like he said they ready this week. So we'll see what happens.
Hey, Prime been getting out to them. I'm talking about in practice. Like he ain't let nothing slide.
He ain't. Yeah, that's what Vito said. But bro, it's crucial right now on campus. Like he said, he's looking for dudes for next year that's gonna step up and be them dudes. So he's kind of like, all right, these are the guys that I need to get rid of already. So I need to start looking at guys that's on the bench. Are y'all engaged? Are y'all good? You know what I'm saying? Like he said, really, it been a truth week. It's what we call it, truth week.
Yeah.
Like who won't play, who won't go home. You know what I'm saying? So
It's basically like the people that's playing right now are the people he looking at for the future. If you ain't playing, yeah, pretty much.
And Vito ain't going nowhere. I remember somebody saying he ain't transferring,
Yeah,
man.
Vito ain't going nowhere. I knew that.
He's straight. He love it.
Prime like Vito, dog. Yeah, he like
They do though. They like him. Everything I hear, they
Prime
like his speed. They like the way if you ain't never watched Vito play, he's a combination of he's a hitter, but he can get to the ball too. But he just he's a freak. He's so little. Like when you see him in real life, you like, well, you the one that's coming out here doing that. Like he laid a law down. He can center field too, so they like him. But he had that problem with his grades and stuff, so he's getting back. I think actually you might see him play this week from what he told me. You might see him this week.
I just say this. The only thing that like I hate about Vito is how late he got there to see you. That's what
Yeah,
really hurt him, from playing like in the beginning of the season. Like I feel like if he had the same opportunity as a lot of them, you wouldn't have seen certain persons, back there in that secondary. Vito would have been playing.
he'll be there. He'll be starting. Like he can play that. He can play that star too. Now, like don't get it twisted. He can cover.
Oh, I know
So
he can.
yeah.
I just his situation and trying to get everything straight at CU, will cause him, to not be out there, participating in practice, and that will put him behind the 8 ball. That's all.
Mm-hmm. But he'll be straight though. He got two to play two. So he's classified as a sophomore, but he's a senior in the classroom. So he got 2 years left. He had a COVID year and he had an injury year. So he loved it up there, man. He loved being around Prime. Is a dream come true for him. That's what he keeps saying. Like, man, I get to wake up every day and I get to see Deion Sanders, bro. I said, oh yes, it is kind of crazy when you put it in perspective like that, but he loved it, man. So Vito ain't going nowhere.
Word. All right, y'all. So getting back into UCLA, right? I just want to hear everybody, how they feel
Hey, hold
about
on.
this
Hey,
game.
Rob, is Juju kicked off the team?
Nah,
No.
Nah, that
He's
boy
in
Prime
practice.
said something in that interview today.
you said Prime said something in an interview today.
Yeah, about Juju. The lady asked him about Juju. No, Brian Howard said, when Trevor Woods starting that linebacker, what's going on with Juju? And Prime like, he got to get himself together off the field. That's what he said.
Yeah. So I just that was the last clip I just played because I just played the press conference. I didn't play all of it, but I stopped it right after the Trevor Woods question. Yeah. I mean, y'all, we all know about. I mean, if you don't, that's the pros and cons. With Juju. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all I can say today, man. I don't want to go into the real details, but he's still on the team, man. He gotta get his mind right because I mean you don't want that stuff following you, man, to the NFL, man. He gotta get his mind right, man, and come focus. But at the end of the day, I mean, it played out how like I wanted Trevor Woods to be a linebacker more. I want him to be a safety anyway. So for me, Trevor going to linebacker was the best thing to help that defense out anyway.
It sounds like he's gonna stay there too, the way Coach Prime put it.
Yeah, I don't see them putting Trevor back there and taking Rod Ward off the field or sub at safety. That ain't gonna happen.
No, he's still a linebacker. He ain't move. They ain't finna move from
Yeah,
linebacker.
no,
That's what
no,
I
he's
And
think.
staying right there.
it's for the best.
Yeah.
It's for the best.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because Rod Ward and Slush, them guys that got back there at safety, they just solidified that already.
But see, y'all didn't. But see, a lot of people didn't even pay attention when Coach Prime said that to Rod Ward about him, Slush, and Shiloh being back there. That's when you knew it was bad. It was his days was over with for Trevor Woods being back out there at safety. But it's because you can. It's just a noticeable. It's just a difference when Trevor is not back there, man. It's a difference. You ain't getting all those
Well,
missed
yeah.
assignments in the secondary, man.
Well, you ain't got the missed assignments, and then Trevor ain't got. I mean, Trevor ain't got the speed the other guys got that's back there.
I'm gonna just say y'all just answered y'all question on why certain players aren't playing. And Prime been preaching this. He want character guy. He also, if you ain't right, acting right on the field, off the field, that might keep you off that field too. And we don't see that part.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a lot of people don't think that Trevor. Like a lot of people don't think that Prime just don't play people because certain things. But it's like what y'all don't be understanding. It's the small things that Prime does. You feel me? That a lot of people don't think about. They just think that man, Coach Prime just put these people in the doghouse. But sometimes it just be disciplinary and stuff that they doing that people don't really see.
Don't think I will be harsh on Prime about. I done seen it. I bet you he probably done walking around the campus, just walking around the campus. Imagine Prime walking through the campus somewhere, a normal day, and he peeped one of his players doing something, I don't know, unprofessional, or maybe he looked a certain way that he don't agree with. Man, I had to put him in the doghouse. He don't even know why he got put in the doghouse.
Yeah, I like the Trevor Woods at safety, bro. His hip flexibility is just stiff. I think that man got an iron rod in his back.
What high video you have for that?
He said iron rod in his back.
Iron rod is crazy, bro. That's
But
crazy.
you can say the same. You can say the same thing about Craig. I'm sorry. What's up, Rob? What's up, man?
What's happening, man?
Hey, but
what up, man?
Hey, what's going on? Hey, what's going on? Hey, Rob, how you do, man? I ain't been seeing you in a minute, man. I thought maybe I had to come on your show just to holler back at you again. What I got to do? Come over there to get with you, man?
Oh no, bro. I've been good, man. I've been just trying to handle. I've been doing life, bro. I just been doing life, so it's some issues I'm trying to get taken care of.
Well, you know the best. The best position is to always be available. Availability is the best ability. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you what. Hey, Rob, tell him. Hey, but listen though. What I was saying at first, though. Perhaps he know what's going on out there, but them young, but he know how they play it. You know what I'm saying? He ain't doing no but testing them. He putting them through that fire. They got to go through the fire anywhere in life. He just putting them through the fire. He ain't gonna be nice to none of them. And especially his. He ain't gonna be nice to his. His got there get knocked on their ass. And I was gonna say at that safety position, when you look at that safety position, look how good what's his name? Craig was playing. Roger Craig, that Craig dude, he was playing. But it was just the fact that they getting too much heat at that position. Because of the linebackers, I don't know, but they getting a lot of heat at that position, and that's where they fell in that. So they need those guys they got now to step up. So
Well, I mean, whenever you get past that, whenever the running backs and you got wide receivers getting past the linebackers and stuff like that, I mean, them safeties got to come down. That's why. I mean, that's the main reason why Shiloh leading the team in tackles.
Well, I'm telling you, they ain't because he's so great, just because of the fact he get work. I'm telling you, and he took a day off. He said, "Hold on," I'm saying, "Pete." I said, "Hold on, Shiloh, you ain't finna pull that one, is you?" He didn't pull it. He came back the next game though, but it was all right. I'm just saying, man, availability is the best ability. I'm telling you, all hands on deck. We got some games to go through. Ain't gonna be no more holding nobody's hand for nothing. If you ain't already got it, you better get it. I'm telling you, Rob. Hey, Rob, tell him. Get the playbook. Yeah, that's all right. I'm sorry, y'all. How y'all do? Hey, all right. How's everybody, y'all?
On those two.
It's all.
Hey, but I have a question. Do you think this Trevor Woods at middle linebacker is going to work against these big power 5 schools that we finna play?
It's just a way for them to get him on the field for real. I'm not a fan of none of the linebackers except for Juju. And I play linebacker when I just don't like where they play linebacker, bro. It's just like they play like robots and nobody attacks the toes. Everybody play with my coach say concrete and they play linebacker that way. I don't know if you guys watch the Alabama game, but like that's the way linebackers are supposed to play. You be active over the middle, you jump up, you bat balls, you get involved in like that. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't just stand there, you know what I'm saying? Let somebody come to you 5 yards up the field. As a linebacker, you want to play 4 yards and back. What that means is I need to make contact with this running back within 4 yards or back. So if I'm playing in the backfield, tackles for loss, you know what I'm saying, sacks, that's the way you want to play linebacker. You know, you don't just want to sit there and I got 15 tackles because I'm tackling this dude 8 yards up the field. Well, that means it's an 8 to 10 yard game. That don't make no sense.
I agree.
And another thing, do you feel like the defense would be better if we had like another package, like a dime, to get all the DBs on the field at once?
Man, it really depends because you got a lot of guys that just blow assignments continuously. So I mean, it really depends.
Yeah.
Because me personally,
that'll help the edge a lot. I feel like that'll help. You can drop some blitz packages in that too.
Cause I ain't gonna lie, I wouldn't put Carter back on. Carter ain't starting at all. Yeah, I'm not doing it. I done seen enough at this point to say some of it is just pure. You don't know what you're doing sometimes issues, and not following your assignment issues. Like, hey, bro, you got to
Yeah.
come off the field. You got to come off the field until you're doing what you're
Well,
supposed to
hold
do.
on, hold on. But the Stanford game was the only game that really happened with
Oh
him, though.
no, no,
Before
no,
that,
no,
Carter
no.
was
Oh
playing
no.
well.
Oh
Don't do
no.
that. Nah, wait,
No.
wait,
No.
hold on, bro. Hold on. Because with Carter, right? I think you guys just have like this thing with recent memories, bro. Before that Stanford game, even in the first
You
half of
sure?
that Stanford game,
Are you
he was
sure?
playing well.
You
Yes,
sure?
I'm sure. Well,
You
Carter
sure?
was yes, I'm 100% sure.
So
The second half of that Stanford game was the only time Carter done missed assignments
what?
and had a couple of blunt coverages. He gave up
What?
that one touchdown against Arizona State. Before that, that's it.
Hey,
Other than
hey,
that, Carter been
he
playing
gave,
well.
He's
he's
giving
gave
up a
up 3
lot.
touchdowns in 3 straight games. What are you saying?
Yeah,
And
he got beat up.
he done busted a lot of coverage and missed a lot of assignments.
But
What touchdown did he give up
He
before the
gave.
Arizona State game?
I think was it. Did he give up one against Oregon? I
he
believe he
gave
gave
up.
up one against
He
He
Oregon.
gave
gave
up.
up one against Oregon, and a lot of the ones that a lot of touchdowns that he blew coverage on that didn't end up well. A lot of plays that should have been touchdowns he blew coverage on. Shiloh ended
Hey,
up
hey, hey,
catching who he
hey,
was supposed to be on.
and
Hey,
that's
hey,
that's not
can
even
I
a
ask you?
fact. It seems like when he's in the game, the offensive coordinator just attacks him repeatedly when we get
Can I
close
ask
to
this?
that red zone.
Can I ask this question? Which one y'all prefer? Carter, Stoudemire, or number 3?
3, easy.
Especially Cooper, Cooper,
Easy.
Cooper,
Cooper,
easy.
Cooper, Cooper, easy.
They
Like
should be taking.
that ain't even a question.
I
Yeah,
have
they.
to admit, I have to go with number 3, bet more because number 3 ain't all that great neither. But it's okay. I agree with you. I have to go with number 3.
He's the best corner on the team, in my opinion.
Yeah,
What?
He'll be a
yeah,
draft pick. Yeah, he's solid.
yeah. I easily take
Well,
Cooper
he's
over
not the best
over him.
corner on the team. Come on now.
Yeah,
Who
yeah.
is the
He
who's
is.
the best? Who's
Who
the
the
better
best
corner
corner?
on the team? Who the best corner?
Travis, what do you mean?
It's Cooper.
It's
You ain't
Travis. Travis is the best corner on the team, bro. What do you mean?
based on what? What the media tell you?
No, based on everything, bro. Yeah, y'all really overreacting to one game, bro. That's
We're
what I
not
think it is. I feel like everybody,
No.
cause,
I
cause,
disagree.
hold on,
Go
Cooper
ahead,
had
bro.
some busted coverage too in that game against Stanford. Cooper gave up that 95 touchdown
He
too.
slipped in
Like,
that
what are you
play though.
talking about? Travis is the best corner on the team.
They know that, but they just want to ride with Cooper. But I just wanted to see who was going with it. They know what you said, young man. You is right.
Can I rebuttal real quick?
Travis Hunter is the
Because
best corner
Cooper
on that
gave up
team.
that touchdown, but he
Cooper
slipped.
giving up.
But when you
Cooper
go
giving up
watch the
just.
film,
But my point is this, just like what I was saying. Cooper
when you go
giving up
watch
just.
the film,
Cooper
you
giving
want
up
your
just as
corners to
much
be
as
able to do everything.
Stoudemire do.
So
Cooper
No, he
giving
does.
up just as
No, he
much as
does not. I
Stoudemire
can't.
do.
I can't.
They're in the
I can't
same
let.
class as far as ability is. Him and Stoudemire in that same class. Cooper
I
ain't
don't
nowhere
think
near
y'all missing
I don't.
one
Hey,
fact.
outside of that 97-yard touchdown, I don't think Cooper got scored on in the red zone.
Yeah, you ain't. I've been watching. He's been getting
Y'all missing
scored
Hey,
one
on a
fact.
lot.
when did he get scored on in the red zone?
Y'all missing one thing. Who else do you see come up and make plays against the run from the cornerback position? Come up, share blocks, make plays against the run, and then the next play be back there and break up. That's Cooper. That's a complete corner.
Yep.
We ain't seen Travis make no plays in the run game. I'm not saying he can't, but we haven't seen it yet. We haven't seen him engage, share blocks, the ball carrier. Cooper been doing that the whole year. I think
And Cooper damn near got more sacks than McClendon.
the first year the first game he was shaky, but after that he been turned. He's the best corner on the team.
Yeah, he's
And
been
he's guarding
consistent.
the ones. You're not mentioning that too.
He's
Carter can't
turned.
even guard the twos. Come on, man.
He's turned.
Yeah, yeah,
Bro,
he's been
what?
consistent.
He's
Nah,
turned.
y'all
He's getting
crazy,
cooked
man.
by the twos.
Nah, you guys just overreacting to one game, bro.
Ain't
That's
one
Ain't
game.
nobody talking about one game, bro.
Man, you
We
better
talking
go
Go
about
watch
back,
that
Alright,
TCU
alright.
game.
Before the
go
Stanford
back
game,
and
name
Go watch that
who
TCU
was
game.
cooking Travis before the
Go
Stanford
watch
game.
that TCU game. Go watch that TCU game. He was getting spanked.
who was cooking
Travis?
Travis before the TCU game?
Travis was getting spanked. Go watch
Everybody,
the
bro.
TCU
Go back.
game.
I got
Go
it,
watch the
Jonas.
TCU
Go
game. He was
go
getting
go
spanked.
back to JSU. Go look at Jackson State film and tell me that that's a lockdown corner. Because we had this conversation a couple nights ago. And I kept telling people, like, I'm not saying he's horrible, but he gives up a lot of big plays He's a feast of famine
Well,
corner.
it's like a lot of people that say when he was at Jackson State, Travis is a 5-star corner and a 4-star DB. I mean,
Yeah.
5-star wide receiver and a 4-star DB.
Facts.
Man, y'all crazy.
Hey,
Go watch.
let me say something. Let me
Big
slide in here, bro.
Go ahead,
I think sometimes people misunderstand. To say Cooper is the best corner is not saying Travis is trash.
Exactly. Exactly.
Hey, and then in addition to that, I could be mistaken, but I could have swore Cooper did not allow one reception against TCU. Now I may be off, but I don't think he allowed one reception on it.
And listen, and I will say this about Cooper. Cooper. What that dude was doing to Travis, Cooper would have held him, got a pass interference or something. He's not about to be. He ain't about to go out like that.
No, dude was just a big.
Cooper more physical than them dudes. So he gonna get it. They gonna call him for a pass interference, a defensive holding. He's not about to let the dude keep doing him there, son. For real.
Yeah, watch that
Cooper
film.
The best defensive player on the team.
He's been the most consistent player in the secondary the whole season, bro.
Yeah, he's the best defensive player they got.
It's looking like
he always going to doghouse though. I don't understand that, bro. He always like right now he playing scout team. I don't understand what's going on.
He was that dude at Florida State too. Like they wanted to start him, but they had them other two dudes out there. But Coop's a dog. That was one of the people that Florida State fans was mad that left. Like, dog, we thought he was gonna be him. Yeah.
Some of that because
I like Cooper too, but Cooper's not better than Travis,
came from Jackson State. They got a real bad tendency of playing favorites. They've always done that. So I mean, once you get in the doghouse with some of the guys that's on the staff right now, bro, it's hard for them kids to get out.
Yeah, I see it.
That's a fact.
It was the same way at Jackson State. Because once Nugget got in the doghouse at Jackson, bro, it was so hard for him to get out.
He ain't really play till the next year.
Yeah.
Hey, I ain't knocking Edison's opinion. I just got a question for him. Now, through 7 games, now I ain't saying Travis is good, guys. Let me stake that in the ground. All right, here we go. What have you seen in 7 games to make you say that Travis Hunter's the best defensive back they got? In 7 games, just tell me what you saw.
Hey, and please don't bring up that Nebraska game.
No, everything's on the table. Everything's even the pick that he had against TCU. That was a great
hold
play.
Hold on, y'all.
So go ahead.
Hey, I admit that was a great play. That was a great play, though.
It was out 3 games.
We saw 3 other DBs. We saw 3 other DBs make plays just like that. Not
cornerback. Why other DB we don't see make the play Travis played against TCU?
I'm saying you're saying I'm saying we didn't see other DBs like Cameron Craig that made a couple jump balls like that too. Come on. He made a couple picks too, so he done made a couple picks. But that play against TCU, yeah, your whole argument on one play.
You can't do that.
But
I can't say though.
My argument on one play. He don't want that ball that play against TCU and said everybody else could make that play. And I'm saying that is wrong.
Hey, and
you look at the first 3 games Travis played, right?
Okay.
TCU, he was locking down. He gave up like 1 or 2 catches against TCU.
Okay.
Locking down. He should have had 2 picks in that game. And remember, before he made that interception, Travis is the one that ran that guy down, covered the angle, and got that guy down on a 75-yard run. Got him down.
He dropped one at Stanford. He dropped one to pick at Stanford too.
I'm glad because remember, like you look at it right against Stanford again when they kept running that same slant route. He jumped a couple of them.
Yep.
The guy just out-muscled him. Like for one, he dropped the other one, and then a couple of them plays when they played zone, he passed them off to the linebacker in the middle, and the linebacker gave it up. Like we're not gonna do that, bro. Like Travis is the best corner on the team, bro.
You making our point. So if you right there and the wide receiver still make the play, like what we talking about?
It's more for a corner, like when you say lockdown, like you expecting a dude to not catch a ball.
Bro.
And I'm telling you that if you go back and watch the film, even when he was at Jackson, it's like 2-star.
Every lockdown corner give up catches, bro. What do you mean?
But
every corner give up catches, bro.
But we can't even do that with the HBCU thing with him being at Jackson either, because some of them dudes in the NFL giving them boys hell right now. So I mean, you can't even
Facts.
really say that.
I'm just saying, like, against like lesser talent, the way he's seeing right now, you see the same thing happening. He gives up big plays, like the one big that he gave up the deep touchdown to the dude, where the dude like up and like he was burnt. Like he gives up those type of
Bro,
plays, plays that make you love
all
him.
those plays
Listen to me,
you
bro.
talking about, he give.
Listen to me. The plays that make you love him are the plays that he made at TCU, where he's on one man, sees something, jumps it, and makes. Those are the plays that you love. So somebody said like Trayvon Diggs. I think like
Yeah,
that's a
I
good
said that. I
comparison.
said that the other day. Yeah,
I
he
think
just
that's a
more
good
instinct on the
comparison
ball.
to the way he
Trayvon
plays.
Diggs, Trayvon Diggs would never be regarded as the best cornerback in the NFL. Never, because he give up too
All
many.
right, hold on, right? Because to me, like every play I'm talking about, Chavez don't give away. You talking about the Stanford game, and that's his first game back from an injury, bro.
If you go back, listen, if you go back to Colorado State, Horton beat him on 2 crosses when he got hurt. 2 before he got hurt. So that means he was gonna get he like, come on, bro, what we talking about, bro? Before he got hurt, Torrey Horton beat him 2 or 3 times.
He's good, but
we do got
that's okay, right? In 3 games, in 3 games, you only mentioned twice he got. Every corner get got, bro. You only mentioned twice. And the Stanford game, I'm not gonna count that second half because that's his first game back from injury, bro. He played 140 snaps. Come on now.
Man, you can't do that when you're gonna turn around and count his 126 yard receiving. You can't do that. You can't say I don't count the defense, but I'm gonna count the offense.
I did not mention anything about the receiving yards, bro. I haven't mentioned that at all. I'm talking about we're talking strictly on defense. Hold on. What I'm saying is though, I think you're misunderstanding. What I'm saying is though, right? If you don't count the Stanford game, there's not a game where you say like Travis played bad. Yes, I'm not saying he didn't play bad in the Stanford game. He did. He did play bad in that second half. But my thing is, my reasoning for me, the reason why I think he played that bad in that second half is 1, I think he was tired, and 2, is his first game back after seeing now 3 weeks, bro. No matter how much training you do, nothing can compare to being able to play in the game and have game type of stamina, bro.
Or maybe the defense got tapes on him. Maybe the tapes not on him.
So listen.
They had tapes on him after the TCU game too.
That was our reputation. That was our reputation till they tried him.
Tape caught up on him, cuz it's the cornerback.
All right, we get that. All right. So my thing of it is, right, how do y'all see this UCLA versus Colorado game breaking down, man? Because we just talking in circles about the same thing over and over and over again, right? Every single time, man. So how do y'all feel about the Colorado and UCLA game? That's what I need to know, because that's what this show was about.
I'd say it's a 3-point game. I say it's a 3-point game. If Colorado wins it, it's within 3 points.
So I'm a guy from the South. So like when y'all bring up teams like UCLA and Arizona, like we don't bat eyes down here. So like them is horrible programs in my opinion. So I think they can beat them. I mean, it's just real. Like
but they the same kind of program Colorado is. They in that category with them that you saying. I'm from Florida too.
But they don't have a freshman quarterback.
We always looked at Oregon as soft, just fast. We'll smash them. They come down, stop. All that stuff out west, we ain't respect none of it. USC included.
Real talk. But you gotta remember, dude. That's
Colorado ain't no South built.
Let him talk. Let him talk.
You gotta remember, the dude that's at Oregon right now came from Georgia. When he came, he told you he was gonna turn it into a Georgia West. So what you see at Oregon is just a lot of speed on defense. That's what BCU. Them dudes was flying. I did not in my mind think that they had that much speed on defense. They was flying. Like it looked good. So
what I was saying
to
Oregon,
like
right?
I think it'll be I think they'll win by field goal for real.
What I said about that Oregon game was a lot of the DBs that played in the Oregon game didn't play in the previous games. They just came back and was all healthy at the right time. So hey, more power respect to them. You know what I'm saying? But UCLA don't got that speed on the back end like Oregon does. Let's be real.
Nah, they do not. Nobody does. Oregon's secondary speed is second to none.
To my opinion, they got to get I think Antonio's a mismatch we got to start using more. That's my opinion in order to win this game.
Like when it comes to UCLA, like in terms of the quarterback position, right? Because Dante Moore ain't play like the last game. Is that because of injury, like Chip Kelly said? You think he's just saying that and then he just benched him? Because to me, like if he was injured, why did he come like out in the second half in garbage time? Like I feel like the best thing for us is hopefully Dante Moore play. But regardless, I think we're gonna win the game, regardless of the quarterback, whoever's the quarterback. But I think if Dante Moore plays, we got a chance to have a lot of turnovers on them because he gave up the ball.
It really don't matter who starts at quarterback. You still got to go out there and execute. The game gonna come down to execution. No matter who starts at quarterback, offense, defense, wise, special team, will come down to execution, right? And so when you start looking at this game, Colorado coming off a bye week, right? What is the execution plan for CU? What are we trying to get accomplished against UCLA? UCLA can be beaten. It's already been shown they can be beaten, right? Do we have the same tools that the other teams were able to use against them to beat them? We do. All right. So we got to keep this if, ands, and the buts, man. It's just getting old, man. I like let's talk.
I mean,
what's up, Jonas?
As long as I've been watching Chip Kelly, the formula to beating his team is hit his quarterback. His quarterback be one of the top rushers on the team. Do that big read option. So hit the quarterback. That's the formula to beat their team every year. Hit the quarterback. Even if he read option and hand the ball off, hit it. Still hit it.
And I can't necessarily say we got the same tools that the two teams that the beat UCLA got. I can't agree with that.
So you mean to tell me? All right, let me go back. Hold on. Let me go back to the last team they beat them. Right?
Who they lost to?
That was Oregon State.
I know who they lost to. They lost to Oregon State and Utah. Did you watch that? Those teams? Oh, yeah, I did. Those teams have two things in common, and that's what?
Defense.
Very physical defense. What do we not have?
Well, I'm talking about the offense, right? I'm not talking about
offensive wise. Then yeah, that's completely different.
I'm talking about offense. We got the same tools of the two teams that beat them, right?
I think it's better on our offense personally.
Yeah, because Oregon State beat them with the pass. They ain't beating with the run. They beat them with the pass. They scoring touchdowns off passing plays. We got that. We got a better quarterback than both of them. So they can be had.
For us to execute on offense, we gotta we gotta come up with a scheme like in terms of blocking because the defensive line they got two good edges. So if we block like in terms of scheme wise, we block well and then we use the screen pass more like screen to the boundaries like we did against TCU, like a little screens and little outs to like Dylan Edwards, Jimmy Horn, get those quick 5-7 yards and we keep the drives moving. If we keep on doing that, I think we got a great chance of winning the game.
If Shedeur come out and do what he did against Stanford in the beginning of the game, I just want him, if he tuck it and run 1 or 2 or 3 times, that'll slow down the pass rush. That'll put them in a blender. They don't know what's coming, and they won't have a problem scoring. That as simple as that. Every running quarterback slows down the pass rush. That's football 101.
Hey Pete, so I'm gonna just right here, right? We haven't had mishaps and we haven't had misassignments in the secondary since they took Trevor Woods out the secondaries. So that's not even. It's more about us stopping the run and being in gap control. We really haven't seen Stanford didn't really try to run the ball on us with Trevor Woods at linebacker, which I thought Trevor Woods being a linebacker, you should be trying to run the ball on us. Any way you want to think about it, right? But they didn't. The secondary is fine. Like we fixed the secondary. The secondary problem that's been fixed. That's been fixed. Now it's about fixing the up front 7 and getting them all on the same page. We gotta play a complete game with our front 7 on the same page. That's just the bottom line. We can keep saying they need to stop the run, but nobody's running over 100 yards in us over the last couple games. So how can we be saying an argument about stop the run when nobody has got over 100 yards against us the last couple games? Come on, man. When we saying stuff, man, we got to think about what's really been done over the last couple games. People are not beating us in the
We've
run
been
game.
beating ourselves. Go ahead, Rob.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's not to just point somebody out, but it's just at the beginning of the season, the run game was our biggest issue, stopping the run. But now it's not been an issue the last couple weeks because nobody's tried to run the ball on us.
Rob, I can't let you get away with that.
How? Pull the numbers up, studio.
I ain't gonna know.
Pull the numbers up.
I ain't even talking about that. It was a few statements back. My mic had messed up. You gonna say if they gotta run it to Travis Woods, and you just heard Prime in your opening speech on your show praise Woods they asked the question. How do you feel about Woods at linebacker now? What's going and nothing but strong, he's tough, and you just went totally contradictory.
How, studio?
You just said if they gotta run it to Woods, but Prime said no.
Studio, that's how I know you weren't paying attention, dog.
What?
That's how I know you weren't paying attention, because that's not what I said, bro.
You said what you said.
I said Stanford did not try to run the ball at Trevor Woods. That's what I said.
You saying it like that's what they should do.
Listen. So we don't know about what our running game, our defense looks like because nobody tried to do it yet. Because he only played one game at linebacker. That's what I said.
Not a good option.
Listen, you already know y'all been bashing Trevor Woods. So I just know where you were coming from with that statement from the history of being on your channel. And I was loving to hear that praise by Prime. Y'all hated that. Let's just be real. Y'all hated that praise.
But hey, hold on, Studio One. Where have I always said Trevor Woods need to be at? Since you know the history of my channel.
You was the first one suggested move him to linebacker. I give you that.
So them putting him at linebacker, right? What else can I say? You know what I'm saying? Because I've been saying this all season. They need to put him down in the box. They need to put him down in the box. They need to put him at the linebacker. I've been saying it all season.
But then you question it like, oh, they didn't run to him, so maybe he ain't what he is.
But Studio One, I'm not questioning that.
Your boy like that?
I'm not questioning that, Studio.
Okay.
He's basically
call it out if it smells fishy to me. So let me ask you this question then. Because we were talking about this. Because to me, the key to the game is your boy, Travis Hunter. Now, remember we talked about this a long time. He was like, oh, Travis a dog. He work hard. He's a hard worker. We finna find out. Because guess all he got, if he ain't in shape this game, after having a bye week, get back right, then what he doing? Running around on his videos. He ain't focused.
So Studio One,
what is that's the case? But let me ask you this.
Let me ask you this, Studio One, because I know how you finna try to get this thing to go left or right quick. I'm gonna ask you this: what is your expectation of Travis Hunter? Because your expectation of Travis Hunter might not be my expectation of Travis Hunter. So I can say, hey, he came out and had a good game, and you can come out and say he had a bad game. So what are your expectations? Because everybody's expectation for Travis Hunter is completely different.
Well,
and we're not gonna go down this road with Travis Hunter. I just want to see this, and I'm gonna clear this up, and we're gonna move on.
First of all, I don't have no expectations stat-wise, but what I can say is I've been hearing y'all fans not give him any break, and I'm like, damn, they'll give Prime all the excuses in the world, but they ain't considering the fact that the man had a liver laceration, the man been in the hospital bed. He just all I've been hearing is maybe he ain't this, maybe he ain't. I done heard one player say he ain't need no 5-star. He needed the red shirt. Remember that? I said, what? I know you ain't say that. I know you ain't say that, Rob. But I'm just saying one of the fans actually said that. I said, come on.
He's crazy. Studio One, what does that got to do with my question? I'm asking. I don't care about what people saying in the chat, bro.
No, I'm being honest, bro.
I'm talking to you right now.
I'm preferencing this narrative on Travis Hunter to what is your expectation? Because that's the question I was going to ask you. Do you think he should be playing both ways, or how much would you exactly play him? Would you play him mostly on offense, mostly on defense? But to me, if we can get the Travis Hunter, the Travis Hunter back before the injury, then y'all got a good chance.
So here's what I'll say to you: the same thing I've been saying, right? If Travis Hunter is healthy to play, I'm gonna play him both sides of the ball. Now, what I would do is I would limit some of his snaps on offense to keep him more fresher for defense. I've been saying this, and that's what I'm gonna stay to. If Travis Hunter can play both ways, I'm going to play him both ways. But if it was up to me, I'm probably going to limit the usage rate on offense, because that's where he's taking most of his hits from. It ain't on defense. He's taking most of his hits on offense, which is hurting his his ability to perform on defense. Because at the beginning of the season, they wasn't giving Travis Hunter the ball as much as they was that last game. You know what I'm saying? He had like 5 to 7 catches versus that last game. They threw to him 20 times. We didn't see that, before he got hurt. The ball was getting spread around equally, to all the players. So he was more fresh on defense. Now you put him at Stanford game, you target him 20 times. So it's like, hey, come on, dog. How much you really gonna have energy-wise? So it's him coming off an injury and doing that. It's kind of like, man, hold up, wait a minute. We gotta take a step back on that. But I think the coaching staff, they learned from it, right? Because a lot of this stuff was designed out of the huddle go to Travis Hunter. But we gonna see. The game is on Saturday. We gotta find out what the coaching staff really learned and what they're gonna do. So, Studio One, my question to you is, what's your expectation of Travis Hunter? That's all I want to know. Yes.
My expectation is, if I were prime, I'd be like, look, bro, you finna sit down you finna pick a side. You finna play one side this game. We don't need you both sides. I want to play them both ways. Why? You want to pick a game plan, whatever the game plan is. Like when y'all sit down and look at UCLA and decide how y'all gonna attack them, then that will determine where you need him the most, where he'll fit the most at. But maybe he's ready to play both ways now because y'all had a bye week and he'd be able to get back in shape. But he shouldn't play both ways that last game.
Hey, Studio One, you had that same analogy with before he got hurt there, right? Before that Colorado game, right?
Yeah.
Before that Colorado State game, right?
And depending on his
injury. Wait. But this is my point before you go ahead on. You proved out to be right?
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, no, because why?
Right.
Because he's still going both ways. So just wait.
About that, I'm right. There's no way he should have played both ways.
Well, that's what you said before the Colorado State game.
Not to mention
you said before the Colorado State game. So far, you ain't wrong yet, but you still ain't right yet. Hold on. Like Rob said, leave that alone. Don't drag that to he ain't broke no shoestring yet. He just broke a rib. I mean, he just saturated a liver or whatever it is. But he's all right now. Let's get on with that. And let's leave that right there alone. We already know how you feel about him.
I just want the question answered so we can move forward. That's all.
He already answered it.
We already know how you feel about him. What you mean?
He already asked the question, Rob. He already asked the question. He just want to say, I told you so.
Okay.
Old school. How do you feel about the game this weekend? Let me know.
Oh, hey, Rob, look here, it's gonna be going on. It's gonna be like when that TCU game. What's just gonna be going on? Why? Because they got too much time to prepare. Thank you. That's it. That's all. Everybody healthy and wonderful. Hopefully the ones that's going to play and the ones that's going to play going to do the job. And I expect to see that like they've been doing, act like they got some sense. I expect them not to get as many stupid penalties like they've been doing. I expect the coaches to be on their job more this time. I expect the players to be on their job and more focused this time. Because I seen them do it before, and I know he can do it again. And it ain't hard out there. It really wasn't hard for them to get that. They lost them games, Rob. They beat themselves. Even that Oregon game, even when it came down to that old trick play, they beat themselves because they gave up. And even with the what's the name game, the USC game, they didn't give up. They just didn't have enough time to try to come back. They don't know what they got, Rob. Even the coaching staff don't know what they got. Half the time, we don't even know what they got. And they got some players, and they got the ability to do such. Travis Hunter got the ability to go both ways. Joe, Spice, what is it, Studio One, Live One, you ain't gonna mess with his money because of your opinion. In your opinion, he should be sitting on the bench behind Stoudemire some goddamn well. No, it ain't gonna happen.
I would have
Back to you, Rob.
He would have played both ways that Y'all didn't even need him. Like hindsight, before the game, I thought y'all were blowing them out. And it looked like y'all was gonna blow them out. So hindsight, y'all didn't even need him both ways, man.
Hindsight is 2020, Studio One. You can't always say that after the fact.
No, but I said it before the fact, and they chewed me out before the game. I said, man, y'all better not be playing this boy both ways. Y'all pick a side for him this game. He just coming off, whatever. Matter of fact, he should have been sitting the second half, 29-0.
I think
y'all should have been straight in run mode.
I think that they just using him too much on both sides. Like when you go back historically and you look at all the players that play both ways, they played more on one side than they did the other. So when you talking about the Miles Jackson, the Adoree Jackson, Charles Woodsons, like they never played like 100 something. Like that's crazy. Like and it's crazy for a reason because it's a different level. It's a different speed when you get to college. So now you got to play at a fast pace on both sides, and that's why people don't do it completely both ways the entire season. We'll probably see Trey pick a side here.
I just think y'all receivers
I don't
so
know, man.
nice.
All I'm saying is like you guys are having those opinions now after one game, but I didn't hear none of those opinions when he was still doing all those snaps and CU was winning.
No,
like he just came back off 3 game laid off of a lacerated liver, and he had one bad half. That's all it was, bro. He had one bad half.
Man, y'all receivers.
Yeah, y'all making it way more than it is.
Man, receivers. I know he a good toy. Y'all want to play with him, and y'all don't need him. Y'all got receivers for days.
That's facts.
Y'all need him to be 100% at DB, locking stuff down. It's up to y'all, man. Y'all,
I do want to
y'all rock like that. That's on y'all.
Because Coach Prime mentioned something. I just want to touch on this real quick. Coach Prime mentioned something in his presser. We was talking about Savion. He's talking about how good he was, and he was a draft pick. So I don't want to pat myself on the back because I told y'all that boy was a draft pick. He's a good lineman. I just want you know. I know ball. You hear me? We do this over here. You feel me? And him coming back is going to be a huge addition. So if he plays, he ain't gonna completely stop everything because he didn't before, but he's a good player. Savion Washington, a good player. Bro.
And I see a lot of people saying it wasn't an issue the first few games, but bro, when you playing 150 snaps a game after game 4, 5, and 6, man, your body tired, bro. I'm sorry. I played football, bro. That's why Prime was like, man, we can't let him practice. He don't practice till Friday. What you doing out there, Travis? You can't practice. We need you 150 plays. Man,
Hey, he got hurt on a play. On the free. Matter of fact, it was a free play. Matter of fact, it was an illegal play. Whoa. He got injured. Not hurt, but injured.
Even if he didn't get hurt, that situational use for his body would eventually warm down. I know he's Superman.
No. But let you tell it, he ain't Superman.
Shaq.
I'm looking out for the player safety, man.
Same way. I think they used him like linebacker and running back. He was tough too, but like that's too much on your body to start both ways and go the entire game both ways for entire. Like
I could see if he was really doing that Jerry Rice type workout. Man, let's be real. He might work out, but he too busy filming and doing other little media stuff. What I ain't knocking.
Come on now, Studio One. Come on now. Don't do that. Come on now.
Real. You only got 24 hours in a day. So if you film as much as he filmed, just as his appearances and all that, that's taken away from him actually really getting into this type of shape you got to be in to play the type of snaps he's trying to play.
What appearances are you talking about? He was injured for 3 weeks. Though at the time he was making those videos, he was injured.
Bro,
like and the game stuff, he don't record those. He don't record those. So like, come on now.
You've been making videos since high school, bro. What are you talking about?
He does it.
I'm talking about doing the season, bro. I'm talking about doing the. We're talking about this year, right? That's what we're talking about.
Hey, can I say this? Hey, can I say this? Is this a bad? Can I say this? Can I say this, please? Is this a bad case of hating or what? All right, that's all. That's all.
Oh, I hear you.
All right.
Yeah, Travis was good, man, until he got injured. I think he all right. He been used to doing. He was doing that in high school.
I tend to agree with you.
Yeah, it's just that injury.
But your liver is a big part of your conditioning.
Yeah, but he, you know what I mean? If he hasn't been used to doing it, and he just said, Coach Prime, I want to try this out, that'd have been different than him having a pattern. Because once you establish a pattern, then you know your eating habits, you know your workout habits, you know your breathing, you know what I mean? You know what you can take and when you need rest and all of that, you know what I'm saying? Your body gets conditioned to it. If you just get thrown in there, and because he did it at Jackson State too. So he did it in high school, he did it in college as well.
But my question becomes now: do Prime got control of this player? Like, can Prime really say no?
Wait, studio, hold on, bro. Where is all this coming from? Like, he had one bad half, bro. I don't understand. Like, where is all this coming from?
Hold on.
Yeah, Carter the one that got blitzed.
I'm not bashing Travis Hunter. I'm just questioning the usage of him that game.
Honestly, studio, I'm gonna be honest with you. It sounds like you bashing him, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I agree with studio on the fact that Travis shouldn't have. They didn't need him for Stanford. He should have rested.
And he's just coming off a liver injury, bro.
Right.
Laceration of the liver. That's serious, bro.
Yeah, he should have rested up, take it the bye week, and come back against UCLA.
And then, not to mention, you leave him out there on the island to almost like it was purposely, but I ain't gonna get into that.
Why do you keep coming back to Travis Hunter, bro? We talking about
you know why? Because when I first got on this show, I heard y'all bashing him. When I first got on here today, I heard y'all bashing him.
Bashing who? The conversation wasn't even about
I can't remember which person was talking, but they were saying something to the effect like, maybe almost like Travis got exposed or whatever, and not considering the injury. And I've been hearing that since that game. Like, they not giving him no slack. They like, oh, they on him hard. They on Travis Hunter. I'm actually to his defense. Like, how y'all on this man this hard?
I'm just trying
not
to
you, Rob, but the fans have been on them.
Get my paper and keep it moving.
They question.
Hey, Rob,
I'm trying to figure out
real quick, if you don't mind. We not bashing Trav. It ain't just this game. Well, my take on it, you hear me? Like, I ain't been on it. I mean, I'm new to the show, I guess. So like my thing has always been that's the type of player that he is. So you not hearing my opinion on it is making you think that I'm hating on him. Like, I never thought that he was gonna come out here and be this complete lockdown dude. Like, I've had too much evidence of it at the other level. Just like, oh, he's just gonna give up big plays, but he's gonna make some big plays too. So you got to kind of live and die with that. I'm not bashing him. I'm just saying that that's his game. It's not saying that, oh, because he plays like that, he sucks. It's just saying, that's just me pointing out, Travis Hunter gives up the big plays, but he's gonna make you a couple too. And that's what people want to see. They want to see those, those diving interceptions that he made, at TCU, but he'll give up some big plays too. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, so you think, let me ask you a question to respond to that.
Studio One. From what I'm hearing, it seems like you got a problem with these young men lifestyle, bro. Yesterday you were talking about Shador on the yacht. And
I ain't say nothing about no
shot.
Shador, no
Yes, you
y'all. I
did.
wasn't
Yes,
even
you
in the show
did.
yesterday.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You talking
I
about
wasn't.
Shiloh
Yes, you
chains?
did. What show
You
I was
last week
on
you talking about
yesterday?
Shiloh and his jewelry. Crazy
I
man,
wasn't
Travis
on
in
no
the
show
building.
yesterday, bro.
Like you got a problem with them
I
dudes'
wasn't
lifestyle,
on no
bro.
show yesterday, bro.
Bro, you a black man, bro. That shit don't look good on you, bro.
Bro, I wasn't on the show, bro.
You talk about Travis,
What you
Shiloh on
mean?
it. You talking about
What you
Shador, yeah.
mean,
You
cuz?
talking about
I'm
Shiloh
a nigga
jewelry,
all
man.
the
You a
way,
hater,
bro. For
man. You hating on
real.
them dudes,
I
man.
wasn't on no show yesterday, cuz. For real, straight up.
Man,
This
you be hating on
Duval
them
County.
dudes, man.
This
You hating
Duval
on them
County
dudes.
flesh, bro.
Hey, I don't mean to change the subject on you, but I just found I'm kind of worried about something that I just really peeped out. Man, have y'all noticed how experienced UCLA's front seven is? That defense is littered with juniors and seniors on it. They've been in the
Yep.
program this long. Okay, I didn't know. I'm
Yeah,
a look.
but
I'm gonna take a step back.
another thing
That
too,
worries me a
Rawhide,
little bit.
they got the best. Their defense is the best in the Pac-12 too, and they rank like what, number 11 overall. They left number 11 overall in the NCAA.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
mean,
mistaken.
with an experience like that, you know, they're gonna have to play a very clean game on offense. They don't need to be running into each other and stuff like that, because those guys generally, if they, y'all know who played in the, you know, who all played in college, y'all know, you know what I'm saying, when you've been playing beside a dude for a long time, or a dude got a lot of experience, a lot of that stuff is instinctual, and I think that's what hurts Colorado a bit, you know what I'm saying, since the team just came together. But about UCLA, I don't think they're going to give up a whole lot of. I don't see them making a whole lot of mistakes back there.
Well, the thing that worried me though most, Rawhide, is on the offensive side with that boy Carson Steele and the other running back Harden, because Steele's doing what, 7.1 a carry, and the boy Harden is doing 3.8 a carry, and we haven't been stout in stopping no run this year, and I think that's what was the setback with USC, the running backs. You know what I mean? So they too deep in running back, and they're aggressive with their run. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing that's worrying me most about this matchup coming up. Them two backs right there, still number one, and then Harden coming right behind him with 3.8 per carry. That's
Sound like
troublesome.
another TCU game, then, huh?
It's troublesome. I mean, it's not saying that they can't do it, but they really got to, you know what I'm saying, they're going to have to really wrap up this game, and none of that, you know what I mean, just trying to go for the fumble type tackle. They're going to have to really get them boys, you know, in the dirt. You know what I'm saying? Because 7.1, even though the thing about Dante Moore, if they go with Moore, you know, he got a good arm and everything like that. But see, he's the type of freshman, if you get in his face, that's when he makes all his mistakes. He get jittery back there. And if we put the type of pressure that we were putting on Daniels before he went off to Maynard for all them yards or whatever like that.
Who this is talking?
Solid Life.
Oh, all right.
And he black too, Jonas.
He ain't hating on them dudes. He ain't hating on them dudes. Sit up here and talk about them dudes' personal life. You sit up here and talk about them dudes' personal life.
No, but that was just funny how you said
Yeah,
that.
because you sit up here and talk about them dudes' personal life.
You
You talking
talking
about
about
football.
black?
You talking about how much they record their Shiloh jewelry and all that. Nobody want to hear that. Now you come up here and talk about them dudes' personal life.
No, we were talking about, is that taken away from their game?
Man, we don't.
Man,
That's
listen,
not a
let's
question we
talk
asking.
football, man. What does that got to do with football?
First of all, Jonas, you lied because you said I said it on the show I was not on.
You said it before.
You
That sound like some shit that come out
I
your
know
mouth.
I ain't crazy.
He never said nothing about no Shador and his kid.
About him being on the yacht. You ain't said nothing about him being on the
I don't even
yacht.
talk about nobody kid. I got 5 kids of my own and grandkids.
Man, you come up here every day and talk about that man in his term, man. Stop
Man, I ain't
playing.
never
Stupid.
said nothing
listen, but
Shador and his kid.
what
I
does
tell
that
you
have
what, Rob, you find a
Studio
clip
One.
with me saying something about Shador kids, I'll pay you.
Studio One. I don't care, bro. What does that have to do with this weekend us playing football? That's all I care about right now, bro.
Being a liar.
Let's talk about football, bro. We talk about if ends, the thirds, and all this.
Don't mess with liars, though.
You know, all this XYZ4 stuff, man. What does it have to do about football, man? Let's talk about football.
But Rob, what do you think about the backs though? What I was talking about.
What do you mean?
About their running game and how it's going to affect what Colorado is able to do.
Trevor Woods should be like a blitzing cheat code this week. Just send him on blitzes all day.
They should really put him where they got put him at that star for real. We'll see how it works. We'll see if he start.
No, he get where he at. We don't need to put him at star. He get where he at.
We'll see. Yeah, because if you're gonna blitz him, that's where you want him. You don't want to blitz.
He get where he at.
You already taking away your linebackers already ain't effective. Now you taking. I mean.
But I always know Chip Kelly team have more runs than passes, so I don't want him covering nobody.
Facts, they do. They gonna try to pound the ball. That's why they got Carson Steele.
That's why I don't want Trevor Woods covering nobody.
That's why they got Carson Steele. But he don't even come downhill. That's the problem. They don't come downhill. No, and it ain't just him. Like when I was at UK, my defensive coordinator, his name was Steve Brown. He coaching the NFL right now. He used to always tell us you gotta have a screw loose to play linebacker. Like you gotta be willing to get in there, no fear. I gotta go downhill. If I see his run and I'm reading it, I need to be there. Ain't no false steps. Ain't no thinking about it twice. Is my head gonna hurt? You got to get there. You got to make a play. You got to, and that's why I said to have to play linebacker effectively. You want to play 4 yards and beyond and behind the line of scrimmage. You can't play 5 yards and back and then say, "Oh, he had 15 tackles." Well, he was chasing the ball.
A good linebacker draw a few holding penalties, bro.
Yeah, fact.
Yeah,
that'd
be a perfect game for Juju. This would be a perfect game for Juju right here.
Juju's the only linebacker on the team, and when you watch the film, you're like, "Oh, he don't care." Yeah. He come downhill, he flying like he's good.
Right.
And you can also tell he understands that system as well. He'll be where he needs to be. Sometimes they put more on his plate than what needs to be on his plate, but I think they do that because he's really the only linebacker that they can trust to be like, all right, we're gonna run these covers. We're gonna run this coverage while you in here because we got to do that. I heard it's gonna make a play.
Yeah,
I mean, at the end of the day, Bentley and Trevor Woods are the 2 starters right now. And Bentley and Trevor Woods.
Yep.
Hey Rob, what's going on with Travis J? Is he like you think he's healthy? You think he's gonna get in the rotation this week or
Travis J?
He been hurt.
Yeah.
He's still working back from injury, man. And to be honest with you, if I'm Travis J, I'm redshirting this year, dog. And
I didn't know he had one available.
He only played one game.
No, he probably don't. But you know how NCAA, man, they can pull any kind of something out the woodworks.
You can do a medical red shirt though,
just like Vito did.
But I think the medical red shirt only come into effect if you get hurt in the preseason though. Well, he did get hurt in the preseason.
It comes into effect if you get hurt like during the season in camp. You know what I'm saying? For real, man.
Yeah, like if you get hurt in game 8 or 9, you can't medical red shirt.
Those.
Your season damn near halfway over.
Yeah, Woods and Bentley is the starting linebackers this week. I was gonna get into all that tomorrow when we talk about CU. We just strictly supposed to be talking about UCLA. You know what I'm saying?
So they got a Colin Slee. They got a nice running back. And who you say the wide receivers is, Rob?
Number 1 and number 17.
Jermichael Sturdivant. Remember that name.
Sturdy.
Sturdivant.
Jay Michaels.
Jay
Michaels, number 1.
Tall dude.
6'3", 6'2", 6'3".
6. Yeah, yep.
That's probably why they got the money.
Hey, listen, Jonas. They only go to 2 wide receivers in the game, so you ain't gonna miss 1 and 17.
Listen, that's the Chip Kelly offense. They gonna run like 3 or 4 running backs, and they gonna run like it's gonna look like the same play over and over and over. But it's different plays, bro.
Right. Different plays out of the same formation.
Over and over and over. It's gonna look like the same play. It's not the same play though.
They just trying to stall you to sleep and try to throw that thing over the top. Because number 1 is a deep receiver. Number 17 is a possession receiver.
Yep.
I don't care how many receivers they run out there, this or that, they only going to 1 and 17. It's so bad, bro. It's so flagrant. Like them 1 and 17 got between them 2, they got roughly over 50 catches, right? behind them, everybody got like 10 catches or less.
Yep.
It's flagrant how much they go to him. So it's like, don't forget about the tight end. They ain't throwing to no tight end, man.
They don't have a tight end?
They ain't throwing to him.
He usually use a tight end too.
Yeah, that's why I say he usually use the tight end. But look, I remember when Chip Kelly was playing with coaching for Philadelphia Eagles. I know this some years back. But on Madden, his playbook only had like 5 formations.
Real talk.
Thanks.
It's the same
that's
play.
real life too.
Bro, it's the same play. It's all zone read and option routes. It's the same play over. It's gonna look like the same play over and over and over, but it's not. Zone read with option routes.
No, I'm not. Hey, listen, I'm not trying to be funny about it. It's just they don't use the tight ends. Chip Kelly don't use the tight ends this year. He threw it to 117. Because Chip Kelly used to love that tight end. He's seen him right up the seam every time.
Attack you.
They ain't doing it this year. Now I will say though, they quarterbacks are, they will turn that thing over. They will throw that interception to you. Late on the throw or throw that thing behind the wide receiver. They are known to do that. They got a lot of interceptions on the season.
I feel like we should just play man to man, bro.
I do too.
We play man to man, bro. See, they be trying to it be Charles. I ain't gonna say it be Charles Kelly, but see his scheme is kind of like his exotic defense. Like they might play a cover 3 on the front side and the man with the backside cornerback. That shit gets confusion once the people go to motioning. You know what I'm saying? And them dudes be blowing coverages like that. Like you gotta keep that shit simple, man.
They do it all the time though.
Simple, bro. Like they'll play cover 3 on the strong side and play man to man on the backside. Like and if I motion my tight end, now you got to change your whole defense up.
Now here's the interesting thing, right? If they start Carmani with Travis, do you think they should go straight man or go man in zone?
They don't have the front.
I think they should go man.
Man zone.
They don't got the front to do man. When you run man, basically what you're saying is all of my dudes is better than all of your dudes, and that includes the D line. So a lot of people give a lot of flack to the DBs, and I mean rightfully so. Sometimes they be out of place, but they be quarterback. You're back there baking cakes and tying his shoes, spinning the ball,
calling that grandma, auntie, cousin, kinfolk.
I'll be like, I ain't never seen a quarterback have 12 seconds to throw the ball. Anytime that happens, if you see a quarterback back there for more than 4 seconds and he throw the ball to completion because he done found somebody open.
Man, you got anytime you can call your mama, your grandma, your uncle, and your kinfolk. It's a wrap for you.
Hey, Kelly Williams did like 13 seconds or something like
that. Crazy. You gonna get chewed every time. He got to come up with some exotic blitzes because his front 4 ain't getting there. All right, let me mix it up. Let me send some stunts. Let me send some linebackers. Let me send some corners. Let me do something different because my front ain't getting there. And I think what Chip Kelly doing is he's really just saying, hey, it's my front's fault. Oh, well. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, bro, send somebody else. Send some more. You seen the blitz with Coop worked. You got to do more of that. You got to do more of that because your front 4 ain't getting home, and it's making you look bad.
Hey, Matt.
He tried to do that versus Oregon.
Hey, hold on. Let me answer Matt's question real quick. Why is Carmani playing? I was gonna get into it tomorrow. Just know Carmani just stayed in Colorado and he ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
And so
I'm gonna say this: Carmani freshman season is over, bro. It's time to be a big boy now.
Yeah, Hey, Carmani stayed in Colorado. He didn't go nowhere for the break. He was in the weight room. He was studying that playbook. He was watching film, and y'all know how Prime is. All you gotta do is do the small things. He gonna play you, and guess what? That's all it was, man. He stayed where he was supposed to be at. He put that work in, and now he getting rewarded for putting that work in.
You could tell that too, like in the practices this week when like Prime had him lead the huddle and stuff like that. You could tell that meant something.
Yep, that's right.
You just gotta get in there and ball out, man.
But see, here's the thing, though. Prime been on their butt like all these last couple days. Prime been on them boys. I'm talking about on them. Like normally he didn't let some things fly, but this week
it's been Prime been wrapping that thing up because he know, like, hey, we gotta win this game this weekend.
It's crucial.
Must win.
Yeah, it is a must win.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Man, why they got Tyler Brown out there working them dudes in practice, bro? They ain't getting
because he could practice.
Man, Rock, man, I don't know who that was when they get Rock, man. But they
Stick that
ain't
little
getting
boy
no
up.
better because he beating the shit out of all the D linemen. The D linemen ain't getting no better.
But for real though, to be honest with you,
they need it.
To be honest with you, Jonas, they need Rock out there at practice more so he can toughen up that D line.
Right.
You see Shane Coach didn't want to go up against him. You see what he did? He's like, I'm going to the other side, dog. I don't want that smoke.
Man, Bishop went up against Rock, boy. Rock stood Bishop straight up like a statue.
Hey, Rock ain't playing. Hey, Rock would have been a difference, man. I'm trying to tell people, man. Hey, Rock, we run right behind Rock all day long. Hey, think about it. They had him on that right side with Savion. You think we ain't running that ball on the right side? Man, they would have, man, I'm telling you right now, Hank would have been about that, John. He would have been smooth about that, John. Hey, go ahead and bench him, dog. We good.
Hey, let me ask you something. Hey, how y'all gonna feel when they trot Bailey back out there against UCLA? How y'all gonna feel about that?
Man, I hope they don't do that, man.
They're gonna take him back.
No, they gonna do it.
That's a guaranteed false start every 3 drive, bro.
They need to go ahead and play Wiltie, but we got some players back healthy. We'll see if Wiltie actually get to play. But hey, that boy Rock ain't playing with none of them out there.
I'm gonna tell you this. I feel worse if Tank go out there to Bailey, bro.
Hey man,
they should just slide Big Savior on to the left side and keep Kareem on the right side, bro.
Yep.
I mean, you could still do that and still take Jack Bailey out, Jonas. Like, you feel me? You can't be one of you feel me? You could still do that and still take Jack Bailey out, bro.
Man, listen, bro. If I was Coach Prime, I'll run anytime the first team defense out there. I'm putting Rock in on that offensive line and let him abuse the defensive line until they just get tired of it. Just to show them, hey, he one of them.
Yeah, he's a good player. He's a good player.
Let me ask you, do you guys think Shane Coach should still start? Because it's been like 7 games. I don't think I've really seen him pop off like that.
But you're talking about a defensive tackle, right? Like, they don't make a lot of plays. Like, their main job is to, take on double teams.
But if he was doing his job, the linebackers would be making plays.
But you can't blame it on the linebackers for shooting the wrong gaps.
You
can't blame it on the coach. Sorry, you can't blame it on the coach for the linebackers hitting the wrong gap.
But a lot of the linebackers be getting pancaked too.
That's because they're not using their hands, and they wait to block.
They not hitting no hole.
They ain't on the linebackers, Jones. That ain't on coach, man. The linebackers just ain't no good, bro. We know that.
I mean, hey, I was telling somebody like.
But I feel like this. I feel like when Warren Sapp was doing his job, Derrick Brooks wasn't catching no blocks, bro.
They ran a completely different defense. They ran a different defense.
Hey, listen, they need to play McNeil till he just get wore out. I wouldn't even let him come off the field.
Best defense.
Hey, bro, you gonna have to fight through it, dog.
That's our best defensive lineman, man.
He's the best
defensive lineman.
That's gonna change that whole step.
But listen, here's what I say, right? Because I wasn't gonna get into this till tomorrow. What they really need to do is put McNeil and Leonard Payne out there together. The hell with Shane Coach. Take him off the field and put them 2 big dogs up in the middle. And we'll start to get pressure on that quarterback. I promise you.
Yep.
Because now you're gonna really see on the ends that, hey, y'all just ain't good enough as y'all say y'all are. Who can get to that quarterback? Because you got 2 big dogs up in there taking out 3 or 4 people. Y'all gotta get to the quarterback, dog.
Yeah, well, that'll help Bentley too, because Bentley is good at putting pressure. If you look at that tape that he had against Stanford, he was getting there, but that boy was just releasing the ball quick. But he was in his face, he was there. He was getting there. And if you're talking about having 2 good defensive linemen, it'll make it easier for him.
Man, listen, every time they bring Payne into the game, bro, they put him at the defensive end. And I'm like, why? We need him up the middle. Like,
y'all want to my coach told me anytime you almost get there, you almost make a play, he threw it, man, you got there too late. Get there faster.
But I will say this: the 4-3 defense is not successful against a sprayed offense. You gonna get your ass, you gonna get ripped up, son. 4-3 is not good against the spread. You gonna get tore up.
I mean, if your linebackers can't cover it, if your linebackers
It can be,
straight.
but you need linebackers that can run sideline to sideline.
If your two outside linebackers are converted safeties, like how like I don't know if y'all remember back in the G, like Nebraska when they had Levante David, he was a safety, but they put him in linebacker.
Yeah, you just need guys that can run sideline to sideline.
But see, Jonas, here's who I would put out there, linebacker, right? In that situation, I'm putting Juju. I'm putting Demore Kennedy with Trevor Woods. So both of my outside linebackers can run if they try, and we ain't gotta move, we ain't gotta rotate because you got Demore Kennedy that can run with tight ends, running backs. Then you got Woods, he'll better do the same thing, and you can control sideline to sideline. If we're gonna go 4-3, that's what I would do.
I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try that on Madden when I get home.
He said I'm gonna try that on Madden.
I'm gonna try to put my two biggest safeties at linebacker. See if it works.
I put Juju, I put Bentley, and I put Demore, and I'm sending Bentley every single down.
Right.
Every down. I'm sending it every single down.
Right.
I don't want Bentley to think about nothing. All I want Bentley to do is
that's gonna be an Inception City right there.
That's all
I'll say this though. I'll be 100% with you. I'll be 1,000 with this. If Dennis Thurman was calling plays, Bentley would be blitzing every single play. He would not. He will blitz Bentley every single play like he did with Miller.
Go.
Just go.
I ain't lying. With Warren Sapp coming next year, and I hope DT do get elevated to play calling. You heard me? That did a whole lot better.
Sometimes I think Charles Kelly be calling plays scared sometimes. Maybe it's just me.
Man. He
I ain't gonna lie. I can't really blame it on it. I think it's the scheme, bro. I think it's not the scheme. It's the players they got the players in the wrong position.
No, here's what the major problem is, bro. Get out of all these sub packaging, and when this play get called, we want to put this package in. Whoever's on the field when that play called, leave them out there. Stop trying to change sub packages, bro. That's what's getting us killed right now.
Man, they had one play. They had 7 safeties out there, man.
I've been and I when I talked to Vito, I asked him. I said, "Bro, why ain't they playing DK? Because that's what they call him DK." I said, "Bro, why ain't DK playing?" He said, "I don't even know. He be going crazy in practice."
I know.
Okay. So what his knee don't? I said, bro, he's the fastest. Listen, y'all. Vito told me he think he might be the fastest player on the team. He be floating. I said, why don't they put him in, bro? He said, I don't know, bro. I can't tell you. I was like, oh, that's crazy. Said he be going crazy in practice. Like everything that I'm saying needs to be done is like DK do that. They using his knee as an excuse. I think somebody was on her earlier was talking about favoritism. I think that might be real. Because from what Vito's telling me, Demore Kennedy is the best linebacker in practice, and that's no cap.
Definitely the fastest,
bro. I'm telling you this because I got access to the practice film.
Facts.
And bro. I know what my eyes be seeing,
bro.
And I'm telling you,
he said he ain't never seen nothing like that. So. And you got to remember, Vito played in the SEC. He played with a lot of the linebackers that he played with is in the league right now. He said he ain't never seen nothing like Demore Kennedy. I said, are they going to play?
He was third fastest in the summer with a knee brace on.
He told me he think he might be the fastest.
That's what I'm saying. He had the third fastest speed in the summer with a knee brace on.
He remind me of Ryan Shazier from they got hurt with the Steelers that was with Ohio State.
Yep. Oh, yeah, the ball head dude.
I don't know, man. I don't know why they won't put that boy out there. I don't know what's going on, but he tells me that he said, man, he just be going. I said, that's crazy. I be told him like, bro, we be on a little chat, be on a little show, And they always ask about Des Moines. So I was like, man, I just want to, what's wrong with him? He told us nothing.
Yeah, he needs to be out there.
Man, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
He need to be out there.
I Mr. Ninja, he's in Lexington. He played at the University of Kentucky.
Yeah, I played at Louisville. I played at Kentucky, and then I transferred to Louisville. So I played at both, but I'm from Louisville, but I'm in Lexington right now. But yeah, that was.
You the one. Hey, you the one say you played with Jared Lorenzo?
No, that was before. He was before my time. He was before my time. I played with Randall Cobb. So Randall Cobb.
Oh, all right. They had the black quarterback there.
2010 was I gray shirted that year, but I was on the team. The year Cam Newton came out, we called it the Newton Cobb game because that was crazy. That was crazy.
Listen, Kentucky.
I know that.
I watched my daddy cry over a Kentucky game when they beat LSU.
Man, Kentucky's a good program. I'm going to they play Bama next week. I'm gonna go to that.
That was like an 02. That was like a 99 or something like that.
They beat LSU, I think, when they had Andre Woodson at quarterback too. And Stevie Johnson at receiver. So I'm going to the Bama game next week just because I want to see Caleb Downs in person. So I'll be at that game next week. Go out there with my boys and see them play the game.
Y'all got Mark Stoops, huh?
Yeah, they got Stoops out here, man, and I got some connections to the program. So
Stoops doing a good job.
Kentucky might win that game.
The Bama game?
Yeah, they might win that.
Woo.
They might win that because Tennessee, they just dropped their energy levels, man, and let Alabama take over. But they had control of that game early.
They did,
and they could have put it away, man. But they let them hang around, and that was it.
The one thing I don't like about UK, bro, like we ain't never had no offense. It don't matter who we got, bro. Like we got NFL receivers, NFL quarterback, and they still can't put up points.
That's a coordinator problem. It's definitely a coordinator problem.
That's crazy that Vito said that. That's crazy that Vito said that.
Though. Yeah. I asked him, but that was just I asked him about a couple other people too. But that was the one player I asked him because I want to know personally, and I know everybody always asks about it when I'm on here and when I'm on other pods. Everybody asks why he's not playing. So I asked him. I said, "Bro, why is he straight? Is his knee cool?" He said, "Yeah, he can play without the brace for real." I said, "Oh, all right, it's crazy. Put him out there. What you got to lose?" Vito has 2 years left, Miss Tanisha. Mr. Tashonda, he got 2 years left. Miss Tanisha. Okay. All right. Yeah. I know them. I know that funeral home. The world's small. You hear me? Him and my cousin played together at Auburn. I didn't play in that game, but I was gray shirt in that team. Cobra.
Sometimes I think they're being too safe with some other guys, man. Just let them go. Like I feel like sometimes like it's just being too safe with somebody. Just let them go, let them play, man. If they say they're ready, they're ready. Like, cause when you hear Coach Hart talk about DK, like it seemed like he really liked him and he want to play him. But to me, I just think they're being too safe with them guys.
Yeah,
you got to put him in the game, man.
I played at Kentucky in 2010, 2012, and I transferred to Louisville. So I'm just watching the chat, y'all, because people asking me questions. But yeah, I played 2010, then 2012. I transferred down to Louisville. I got my Instagram in the handle for anybody that want to, add me on Instagram. You can go through my story and follow me right now. And I'm doing training, and I'm always on there talking to some of these kids because they'll hop on live, and I'll hop on live with them. So, it'd be real.
Yeah, man. I hope Colorado able to get this one because this joint here, man, to set a whole different thing and make up for all that Stanford loss.
This was my swing game for them anyway. Like I always said, they was either gonna win 7 games if they lost this game, or 8 if they won it. So it's always been my swing game. They schedule, and then again, that's me really just. I mean, it's UCLA, so.
Yep.
The only thing that Stanford game messed my prediction up. My prediction was 8-4.
Yep.
That's what I said. I said 8-4 too.
But I always had them. I knew that they was going to lose a game that they was supposed to win because it's a part of rebuilding. So you always lose a game that you're supposed to win, and then you win a game that you're supposed to lose. So we'll see which one of these games on the back end that we thinking they ain't got no chance. They gonna show us that they can play ball.
Yeah, I think they just too talented. I think they too talented in the skill positions to lose this one. If they put the pressure on that young boy more, because I got a feeling he gonna be the starter. They put pressure on him, he definitely gonna give up a pick or two or fumble or something. He gonna because he get jittery back there. They just need to have pressure in his face, and then right after that, Shador come out there and throw about 2 or 3 darts. You know what I'm saying? And then go right back out, put the defense like Rob was saying, send Bentley right back in his face, right back in that boy's face. And you know what I'm saying? You just wear him down because he's gonna get scared back there. He ain't gonna want to throw it. He gonna be begging him to run still more and run the boy hard more, and they just gotta, wrap him up.
But that's what Chip Kelly want to do though. He want to run the ball. So we definitely gonna see them run the ball. That's what they do best.
Right. And if they stop it early, they gotta stop it early.
Just like what Jonas was saying, like all the flashy stuff and all the flashy plays really
come off the run.
Run more than they'll pass. So it's a tough offense to prepare for, but we got
but see, the reason why Kelly does it is because when you have to stack that box up like that, and you got to respect the run like that, then it opens up all the passing that he wants to do.
Yep.
I mean, because he realized that you putting more pressure on the defense, and then right when they don't expect it, boom, you hit them with a play action, and right over the middle.
Yep. And
right over the top.
And we already know that the linebackers ain't gonna get involved in the pass game. So
and they don't have the right packages out there. If they got Bentley trying to cover a fast tight end all over the
Who that was? That was Arizona State. That nigga Bentley covering a slide receiver on a 15-yard out. I said, no, it's not
gonna work. Even when they in zone, they don't get involved in the passing game. They don't get in no passing lanes. They don't cause no disruption.
They're not too slow.
It's like, bro, what are they doing?
That's more reason why Kennedy should be out there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If you really want to have the linebacker chasing down these little dudes in the slot or chasing down the tight end and cutting his route off, you got to have somebody that's got some aggression, but definitely got that speed, because you can beat the pass, at least to disrupt it if they don't intercept it.
This goes to what I was saying a while ago about CU, man. I ain't trying to cut you off, but as far as like the team in general, like skill positions on the offensive side, great offensive skill positions. On the defensive side, we lack team speed. If we saying DeMore Kennedy, third fastest player on the team, what they tell you about the rest of the team? Like, we lack team speed, and that's what you need in college football. College football is bigger, faster, stronger.
I want to re-preface that he's the third fastest player on the team, but it ain't like CU got slow players. That's not just
I'm not.
That's the offense too. Like he got generational speed. Let me re-preface, because I think I get what you're saying though, but that's not saying nothing against the team speed. He's probably the third fastest player. I mean, he runs a 4.2. He can run a 4.2.
Right.
He's that
generational talent.
Yeah, he's got generational speed at linebacker.
Yeah.
That's why Alabama recruited him. That's why he's a 5-star.
That's what I was about to say, bro. Like it's a reason Nick Saban wanted that dude, bro.
You ever seen a 6'3", 6'4" that can play corner? When he was at Alabama,
what we see on the tape, what we see on the tape for Colorado defense. Like I'm saying, the team in general on the offensive side, there's speed all across the offensive side. There's guys that can move, but on the defensive side of the ball, what you see most from guys, they out of position. what can make up for guys being out of position? Guys that play with speed. If they have speed, they're not usually going to be out of position.
I mean, you
so
also can make up for speed by just being active. Like it's I don't know how
being active.
You play ball. Did you play ball? So you know how it is when you just like you're not the fastest, you're not the strongest, but you know you studied, so you know where this is going, where that's going. I'm not the fastest, but I'm gonna be disruptive in this play because I know what's coming. But I get what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
What you just explained is Trevor Woods. What you just explained is Trevor Woods. He's not the biggest, he's not the fastest, he's not the strongest.
Right, he's smart.
But he in the playbook and he know where to line up, even though he's out of position when he's in the secondary. Right. That's just, lack of awareness, like not knowing certain things, lack of awareness. But speed. And that's what they're missing. Like Bentley, like how we were saying, Bentley was covering somebody at Arizona State. I believe it was like a wide receiver or something. Like, why is he covering the wide receiver? I want to say Jonas said that. Kenny Dillingham did that on purpose. I mean, we're going to keep this man on the field because we're just going to keep running him out of coverage. Because we know Bentley, he can't cover because he ain't got the speed to cover. Bentley might have the awareness, but he ain't got the foot speed to keep up with the receiver down the field.
Exactly.
Even, being the area.
If you watch the play, he was there. He just can't.
No, he was.
He just
know how
to flip his hips, get his head around. He's not a coverage linebacker. He's got speed too. He's not Demoy Kennedy, but he has some speed. He's fast. He just can't cover.
For that specific play, he was. That's how he got the defensive pass interference. But other plays that you look at, he getting beat by tight ends down the field. Now the tight end's not necessarily getting the ball, but he getting beat. And like you said, that goes to him not flipping his hips and stuff like that. But he ain't trusting his own speed.
Yeah,
Jonas said it. See ball, get ball. If he gonna run in a straight line,
that's what
everybody can run in a straight line. But flipping your hips, turning your head, that's the type of speed and agility that CU don't have right now, in my opinion.
No, that's good. That's what it is. It's just kind of like I was telling somebody the other day. Somebody was saying, "Oh, this defense is elementary." It's not elementary. It's the exact same defense they're running at Alabama. Alabama has like the number 5 defense. CU has like the last defense.
Just minus the talent.
What facts?
Yep, better athletes.
There you
go.
go.
Better athletes across the field. Yep.
It's the same defense. Watch an Alabama game. Same defense. They just got Carl Lawson is a dog. That's their starting. Yep. He's a dog. He's gonna be a 2nd round pick. Caleb Downs, the true freshman safety, he's gonna be a 1st round pick when he comes out. Like he might be a top 5 pick the way he's playing. He's that good. See, you don't got that. See, you don't got.
They don't have it yet. They don't have it yet.
Kool-Aid McKinnon. You know what I'm saying? They don't got none of them dudes. Yep. The
solid guy.
Yeah, they don't got none of them dudes.
Yep. And then so another thing, I hopped on earlier, but I had to hop off to get into formation real quick. But one of the things, like the keys to victory, Rob was like, real big on it. Like, what can CU do, like right now with what we got to beat UCLA? They could beat them in the past. The secondary for UCLA is very young. They got like a red shirt senior back there, but the rest of the guys is red shirt freshmen, and I think they got like 1 true sophomore. So they don't got a lot of game experience back there on the back end. A lot of practice reps, but not a lot of game experience. I think CU can take advantage of that, even though I personally have CU losing this game, just because I just don't trust, them to come out and play 4 quarters yet. Haven't seen it. But that's something that they could definitely take advantage of. Take advantage of UCLA's secondary, which is young. And hopefully, I hope Chip Kelly get like real cute on the offensive play calling and, dial up some things where it makes CU defense, play better than what they usually play. Because Chip Kelly known for getting cute and doing some cute things out there and, hey, get your team in some bad down the distance where CU can just, pin your ears back and go get after the quarterback kind of thing. That's what I'm hoping for. But that secondary for UCLA can definitely be taken advantage of. I can't remember the yardage. I looked it up the other day. But them 2 games that they lost, man, they gave up quite a bit of passing yards. And Shedeur Sanders, we know he can sling that ball with the best of them. And we got talented receivers, guys. We just got to get it done. But I still have UCLA pulling it out winning by like 7, man. Between 7 to 10 points, something like that.
It all depends on that run. It all depends on how CU was able to stop that run. That's what it all comes down to right there, in a nutshell. Because if we can neutralize the run, and everything's even, CU can get it. Because the UCLA secondary, they can't. I don't think they can stand up to the speed of the skill positions that we have, and Sean Lewis can put more out there that they haven't seen yet. Like Willie Gaines runs like a 4-3.
Mm-hmm.
I would have him and Dylan Edwards. I try to run both of them in the slot just to test it out and see, where they can get out of it and wear them boys out back there, because, you got to put pressure on them. You can't. I wouldn't. They respected USC's secondary too much. Somebody
All right, y'all. Hey, pull up to the Discord. If you're in the Discord, if you're not in Discord, I suggest you better subscribe, because we're about to end this thing up and move to the Discord. So if anybody that wants to keep joining and keep talking football, just pull up to the Discord. You can say anything you want. You can say it how you want to say it. Just pull up to the Discord. So for those who don't got the Discord, I suggest you get it right now, because we about to run this thing over to the Discord. See you guys in the next one. Peace.
All right, peace, fellas.